Hello, I'm Will and this is my third video. Hello, I'm Will and this is my third video. I am back in Guildford now. As you can probably see, a little bit of artwork going on there. I've been doing loads of coursework because the deadline's tomorrow and I leave it at the last minute, as I always do. But I've been able to put in about 25 minutes of programming, which I've put towards adding in objects into the game. But as I was doing that, I realised that I've got to completely redo the way that objects are held in the game, because when I first started building it, the ground sheet, because every single tile is occupied, or it should be, you don't want holes in your map, the quickest way of doing it, or the most efficient way of storing the data, is just by having a 2D array. As I'll probably show, I don't know where, I'm just standing in the middle this time, so I don't know where it's going to pop up. So every single one's been taken up, and the most efficient way is a 2D array, and then when I save it into the map file, it can store it by using as little bytes as possible. But with the objects, because the whole world isn't occupied by objects and walls and special tiles, the quickest way, or the most efficient way I thought of doing it, was to just put the X coordinate, the Y coordinate, and then the object type, and that would be like a little chunk in the file. And whereas if a place isn't occupied and you went down the 2D array route, even if there wasn't something there would still have to be a 0, so when you're loading it back up you can see if it's taken up or not. But then when I was doing the objects in the game, I stayed to that structure, and when I came to render it, I had to go through, and because I was reading off the ground tiles, I'll do a for loop, so an X and a Y, and just cycle through the whole 2D array, and then each tile I'd go through the whole of the object array and see if that goes, see if there's any objects to put there, which is really inefficient. So I've reconstructed it so the objects, when they're loading in, act like ground tiles, but then when it comes to saving, they'll get reshuffled around into my old method and then get pumped into the file. So it's a bit of best of both worlds. Anyway, so I decided to film myself while I was programming, and I've made a time lapse. I had to stop because it got to about 2 GB in file size. I'm sure there's a more convenient way of doing it. So I stopped at 25 minutes, compressed it all down, and here's my result. Okay, so as you can see from that little bit of time lapse, I don't know if you like that. I'll do another one when I next program if you do. But as you can see, I got the wall finally displaying on screen, which is a little plus for 25 minutes. And the thing is, it's just one little graphic, but the end user sees that, or you might see that and go, wait, that's not a lot of work. What are you doing, slacking? No, because I'm doing the whole engine and I have to build everything up. This is a bit of a downside when programming. You don't see anything, or any big leaps as you're programming. You have to make the whole infrastructure, and then the graphics artist or whoever's designing the worlds can make it come alive, and then you go, the effort was worthwhile. So this lot of videos might be really boring for people who don't know what development's like, or it might be interesting, I don't know, I just keep making them. But yeah, this is what I've been up to today. I don't know if to do it in every day, because I'm starting school again tomorrow, so I might not have enough time to make them anymore. Maybe twice a week, because I don't want to keep showing you the same thing, going, look, this is what I programmed in the last 2 days. Next day, look, this is the last thing I've done. It's not good. But yeah, this is the video for today. Bye.